Children, in the previous video we have seen reactions of acid under the chapter acid, bases and salt. In that we had seen two reactions of acids. One was with reaction of acid with metal, and the second reaction was reaction with metal carbonates and bicarbonates. The third reaction of acid is with base. So this is a very common reaction which you have studied in the lower classes also. Acid plus base gives salt and water, and this reaction is known as a neutralization reaction. So acid and base, they will lose their characteristics and a neutral substance, that is salt, is formed. Now let us see some examples of reactions of acid with base. For example, the simplest one, acid HCl reacts with base NaOH to give salt NaCl and water. Another example, let us take sulfuric acid reacts with base KOH and we get the salt K2SO4, potassium sulfate and water. Let us take one more example. Let us take, instead of sulfuric acid, now acetic acid. Acetic acid is also known as ethanoic acid. Vinegar is nothing but it is a dilute solution of acetic acid. It will react with calcium hydroxide, aqueous solution. This is also an aqueous solution. Calcium hydroxide, that is aqueous solution of lime water. We call it as lime water or aqueous solution of calcium hydroxide, that is slake lime. So we'll get a salt. Its formula will be CH3COO twice Ca. It is known as calcium acetate plus the other product is, for sure, it is water. So acetic acid is an acid, calcium hydroxide, it is a metallic hydroxide, so it is a base, and on reaction of acid and base will get salt and water. Now let us understand this. This will be aqueous and this will be a liquid. Okay. Now let us see this. Actually, in your textbook there is an activity which is given for reaction between acid HCl and a base NaOH to understand the neutralization reaction with the help of phenolphthalein, how the color changes. Now whatever acid and base is available right now with me, we can do it with that. So vinegar is always available, and calcium hydroxide, that is slake lime, is also available. So that is why I have taken this example, so that I can show you. And we can do this even with litmus paper. So children, here I have with me, this is slake lime, and slake lime solution means it is lime water, calcium hydroxide, and I'll put some red litmus paper. These are red litmus paper. I'll put it into the test tube. Now as we know, the metal hydroxide, they are basic in nature, so the red litmus, you can see here above the color was red, and down, as it is going down, the color has become blue. So I'll try to put all the red litmus paper in the aqueous solution of slake lime, that is, this solution is lime water. It is a basic solution. How did we prove it? By putting red litmus paper, the color became blue. Now this other test tube contains vinegar, that is acetic acid. I'll start pouring small quantity of vinegar into this test tube. You can see the color again changes to red. Let us shake it a little. So the red color remains, it is not again changing to blue. So now it means that the medium of this solution in the test tube is acidic. So what might have happened, children? This acetic acid, that is vinegar, when I poured it into this, it neutralized the calcium hydroxide solution and it formed salt and water. Now we had poured the vinegar solution, that is acetic acid solution, a little in excess. So what happened? After neutralizing, now this medium has become acidic, and due to the acidic medium, again the blue litmus paper has changed to red. So it means that this medium is now no more basic. Earlier when we had put red litmus paper, they changed to blue. Now blue again changed to red. So this reaction is known as a neutralization reaction, a reaction between acid and base to give salt and water. Now let us see the next reaction. The next reaction of acid is with metal oxides. Just now we have seen the reaction of acid with base. So bases are metallic hydroxides. Now what if instead of metallic hydroxide we have a metallic oxide? For example, let us take the example of copper oxide. So copper oxide, it is formed by heating copper on a flame. You get a black color layer on the surface of copper, that is copper oxide. And if we treat it with HCl solution, aqueous solution of HCl, it will form copper chloride, CuCl2 and H2O. Right now I don't have HCl to show you this activity, but this is also given as an activity in your textbook, the reaction of acid with metal oxide, under that heading. So copper oxide, if we pour HCl on it, it will form copper chloride, and the salt solutions of copper, as we know, they are generally blue or greenish blue in color. So this is blue-green color solution is formed. So what is it? It is again a neutralization reaction. So metal oxides, they are basic in nature and they react with acid to form salt and water. So again we can say this is a neutralization reaction. Same way, if we are going for a reaction of, suppose, aluminium oxide. Aluminium oxide also will react with HCl and will form salt. AnCl3, aluminium chloride and water. So this is metal oxides. Metal oxides, they are basic in nature. Okay, this will be amphoteric oxide. Let me tell you here, amphoteric oxide means those metal oxides which give acid, which give salt with acid as well as salt with base also. They are known as amphoteric oxide. Another example we can take, simple calcium oxide also we can take in this way. Let us take H2SO4 and we will get CaSO4 plus H2O. So the reaction of acid with metal oxides is giving us salt and water. So it is also a neutralization reaction. So here we come to an end of the reaction of acid. Now let us see the reactions of bases. So children, now let us see the reactions of bases. The first reaction of base is with metal. We have seen the reaction of acid with metal. Zinc reaction with sulfuric acid, we saw that zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas is formed. So when an acid reacts with metal, hydrogen gas is formed. Similarly, when a base reacts with a metal, then also salt and hydrogen gas is formed. But then this will not be possible with all sorts of bases. Here the base has to be a strong base. Water soluble bases, they are known as alkali. So generally this reaction alkali only will give. So alkali on reaction with metal. So metals also, here reactive metal is needed. For example, zinc metal. And let us take an example of base, that is alkali, NaOH. Sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide, they are water soluble bases and they are also known as alkali. On reaction, the salt which is formed is sodium zincate, Na2ZnO2. Sodium zincate and the gas which is formed is hydrogen gas. So here the salt is formed due to the formation of zincate ion, and the cation is sodium, the anion is zincate ion. So children, the gas again here which is formed is hydrogen gas. As we have seen in acid with metal, hydrogen gas is formed, and we saw an activity wherein there is a pop sound. when you bring a burning splinter. So same thing will happen here. Only the difference is here heating will be needed. Triangle on the arrow indicates heating. So NaOH and zinc will not just react like that without heating. On heating, immediately hydrogen gas bubbles will form. The second reaction of base is base with non-metallic oxide. So children, we have seen before that metallic oxides are basic in nature. Non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. Some non-metallic oxides are also neutral in nature. So you have to remember this. You can note down in rough. Metallic oxides are basic. Non-metallic oxides can be either acidic or neutral. Metallic oxides, example, magnesium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide. Many other examples you can take of metallic oxide, hydroxide. NaOH is there, KOH is there. All these are metallic oxides and they are basic in nature. Oxides or hydroxide. Here I have written the formula of hydroxide. If you write oxide, then it is MgO, CaO, Na2O in this way. So they metallic oxides, they are basic in nature. Non-metallic oxides are acidic, for example CO2, SO2, NO2. All these are acidic gases. Neutral ones are nitrogen monoxide, carbon monoxide, and then water is also a non-metallic oxide which is neutral. So these are the examples of neutral non-metallic oxides and these are the example of acidic non-metallic oxide. So now we are seeing the case of base reaction with non-metallic oxide. Non-metallic oxides which are acidic in nature. So it will form again here, as the reaction is between base and acid, it will form salt and water. Okay, now let us see some example. Let us take the example of base NaOH and a non-metallic oxide. Let us take CO2. It will form salt. The basic salt is sodium carbonate, Na2CO3 and water. Now if there is excess of CO2, then further this sodium carbonate and water, if again CO2 is added, then it will form sodium bicarbonate, NaHCO3. So the reaction gives salt and water. This is a salt, it is a basic salt, this is also a basic salt. So step by step sodium carbonate, sodium bicarbonate will be formed. Children, the equations are not given in your NCERT textbook, but this question has been asked last year. And that too the reaction was asked with sulfur dioxide. Here the reaction I have given the equation with carbon dioxide, but you can write the similar equation with sulfur dioxide. Instead of sodium carbonate, sodium sulfite will form, Na2SO3. Instead of sodium bicarbonate, sodium bisulfite you can write. So these reactions were asked last year in the board exam. They are of much importance. So go through them properly and write it in your notebooks. So these two reactions we have seen, and the third reaction of base is again with acid. We have seen in the beginning of today's lesson that acid reacts with base to give salt and water. So whether it is acid with base or base with acid, it will give salt and water. So the third reaction of base is reaction with acid. It is a neutralization reaction and it will give salt and water. So here we come to an end of reactions of acids and bases. We have also seen the properties of acids and bases. Now in the next period, in the next class, we are going to start with the strength of acid, that is the pH of solutions, which is a very interesting topic. Hope so you have enjoyed this and understood whatever has been taught to you today.